call to order the Planning Commission for the City of Columbus. We're going to start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. I'll stand.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. We're going to start off with need an approval of the meeting agenda for tonight.
This is Susan. I'll make a motion to approve the meeting agenda for this evening.
This is Kim. I'll second the motion.
Okay, and then we'll take a vote on it.
Susan, aye.
Kim, aye.
Rob and I. Motion passes. And we're going to look for an approval for the May 7th, 2025 Planning Commission meeting minutes.
This is Susan. I'll make a motion to approve the May 7th, 2025 Planning Commission meeting minutes.
This is Kim. I'll second the motion.
We'll take a vote.
Susan, aye.
Kim, aye.
Rob and I. And finally, we're going to look for approval of the equipmentshare.com PUD CUP public hearing minutes.
This is Susan. I'll make a motion to approve the equipmentshare.com PUD CUP public hearing minutes.
This is Kim. I'll second the motion.
Take a vote.
Susan, aye.
Kim, aye.
Rob and I. Okay, at this time, I'd like to invite anybody in the public if they'd like to come up and say anything. Also online, you have that opportunity as well.
Can I introduce myself?
Sure, if you'd like to come up and sit up at the table and...
Sure.
And we ask that you speak into the microphone so everybody online can hear you as well.
Okay. My name is Mike Drzenovich. I'll be the general manager of the Equipment Share here in Columbus.
Okay.
I live in Scandia, so not too far from here. And just want to introduce myself and put a face with my name. So if you hear it, you know who I am.
Okay, that's a good thing to do. That's good for us to know.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to have a little Planning Commission discussion here. First, we're going to have some organizational meeting recommendation for a Planning Commissioner chairperson and the appointment of a Planning Commission vice chairperson. So I'd look for a motion or a motion to recommend somebody for the chairperson.
This is Susan. I'll make a motion to recommend Robin Wood as the 2025 Planning Commission chairperson.
This is Kim. I'll second the motion.
We'll take a vote then.
Susan, aye.
Kim, aye.
Rob and I. And it looks like I will become the Planning Commission chairperson. We now need to appoint a vice chairperson. I would like to nominate Susan.
This is Kim. I'll support the motion to nominate Susan.
All right, we'll take a vote.
Susan, aye.
Kim, aye.
Rob and I. Okay. And we're going to have a little discussion here about the equipmentshare.com PUD CUP at 14045 Lake Drive Northeast. Commissioners, do you have anything at this time that you would like to bring up?
I have nothing at this time. This is Susan.
I have nothing.
Okay, well, I have a couple of things that I wanted to bring up. I like everything that I've seen so far. Your willingness to work on the trees, lighting, shrouding, and other conditions that are there and planning on doing it in a timely manner is very nice to see. However, I do want to add an additional condition concerning noise. I'm concerned about that. There was a lot of discussion 2 weeks ago about noise and stuff like that. So I did some digging in. There are federal noise laws that we will expect will be followed. And I would like to have this put in that we would like to have it reviewed in 6 months so that we can make sure that our neighbors are okay with what's going on and that the federal conditions are being followed. So Eleanor, would you like to explain how that works a little bit?
Of course. So Robin came and talked to me about some concerns regarding the early morning and the late evening noise that the residents that are next door expressed at the public hearing. Our general noise ordinances, which were included in your packet, are meant to comply with federal and state guidelines and requirements for noise pollution. And that sets the hours of daytime from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. and nighttime from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Due to it being a residence really close, the federal and state noise limit would be 50 decibels at the nighttime hours and 60 decibels during the daytime hours. And that's averaged over about an hour. They average it out, reduce existing noise from Lake Drive, that truck traffic and things. And so that review process that we're talking about to double check on that compliance with the noise ordinances would be a noise monitoring test that we will organize with you guys at 6 months. So give you a little bit of time to settle in, get that noise monitoring done to see how close you are to those federal guidelines. And if you do fall above it, to put together a plan to make sure that you guys comply with our noise ordinances and the federal noise pollution control agency noise limits. So I'll be putting together a condition that lays that out and adding that into this staff report.
Okay.
And that checkup, it sounds like you guys want it at 6 months?
6 months, please.
6 months it is.
Okay, I just had one other thing I wanted to bring up for, darn, I forgot their names. The couple who was here last week.
Osterberg.
Osterberg.
Just so it's on the record, I just wanted to let them know that as far as garbage bins go, when EquipmentShare.com bought this property, it used the previous owner's PUD, CUP. That means that the 10-foot tall fence was a trade-off back then for not having enclosures for the bins.
Yes.
The company does not have to put in enclosures for the bins. They can if they want, but it was a trade-off. That was agreed to back with the previous owners, and that's why you have that nice big 10-foot tall blocked fence and everything. So I just wanted you to know that I did look into it for you, and I just wanted to get it on the public record that this is how it will work.
Yes, and I do want to bring up with our system of PUDs, planned unit developments, which might be a little bit different from other towns, is we tend to utilize it as a way to allow companies or businesses and CUPs to have some slight flexibility in following the rigid standards in our code for a public improvement, a trade-off of some sort. When this site was developed, they did not, that previous company did not want to put in dumpster enclosures as they were constantly moving the dumpsters around. And the trade-off for that was to build that 10-foot fence surrounding the entire storage yard. Granted, this is a new CUP, and so you do have the option to not count that as a trade-off in this case and to require those dumpsters enclosures if you don't feel that the fence is good enough for this particular company, since some of their storage will be above that fence. So there is some nuance there, but again, that is a discretionary choice on the Planning Commission and City Council.
Thank you, Eleanor.
Of course.
Okay, anybody else? Nothing else?
Nothing from,
Okay, then I'm looking for a motion to recommend approval of the EquipmentShare.com PUD CUP.
This is Susan. I'll make a recommendation to approve the EquipmentShare.com PUD CUP based upon the findings of fact and contingent on the conditions as presented in the staff report dated May 1st, 2025, with the changes that we discussed as far as the federal noise and being reviewed in 6 months.
this is Kim, I'll second the motion.
We will take a vote on it.
Susan, aye.
Kim, aye.
Rob and I. All right. That is very good. We have that done. Planning Commissioner's report. I have one thing that I want to say, and that is I was remiss 2 weeks ago in saying goodbye to our previous chairperson. She served a long time in the committee, and I just wanted to say that I really appreciated her work here. I got to know her pretty good, so I apologize to her that it took us 2 weeks to say this, but we were all very pleased with her work, and we're sorry to see her go.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think we skipped over the public hearing? Number 6.
Sorry. Number 6, public hearing on the Northwest Quad 35 preliminary and final plat. Eleanor, would you like to tell us a little about this?
Absolutely. If you want to open the public hearing? Yeah, if you just would like to open the public hearing in case there's any public comment on this, but it is a city application, so I will be serving as the applicant in this case. So this particular plat has been on the city's docket for quite a while now. Let me share, sorry. Thank you. It is roughly a 30-acre parcel. Sorry, that happened faster than expected. Okay. It is a roughly 30-acre area just to the northwest of the interchange on 35. It is primarily city-owned property, but does include a parcel owned by a resident, Steve Saunders. And there is currently no development proposed in connection with this preliminary and final plat. However, there's been a lot of title and legal issues going on in this area, and this plat is primarily to give it new legal descriptions, solidify those boundaries, and get it ready for the city to sell to some new developers. It will be divided into 3 different lots and 5 different outlots. Block 1 will consist of 1 lot city-owned, and then Lot 2 is owned by Steve Saunders, a resident here who is consented to be a part of this plat. And then there will be a second block to the north on West Freeway Drive, which is Lot 1, Block 2, which is a fairly nice 5.5-acre parcel that will be open for purchase after this plat.
Thank you, Eleanor.
Yes?
And I guess at this point, because there really isn't anybody to talk to and we've been explained to, I'll look for a motion to continue this discussion until 2 weeks from now.
This is Susan. I'll make a motion to continue the discussion of the Northwest Quad 35 preliminary and final plat to the next Planning Commission meeting on June 4th, 2025.
This is Kim. I'll second the motion.
And we'll take a vote.
Susan, aye.
Kim, aye.
Rob and I. Now is when I would do the planning commissioner's report, but I have done that, so we'll look for the assistant planner's report.
I have nothing at this time.
And at this point, did you have anything for us today, Jack?
No, I was here to see if anybody had any questions on the plat. Eleanor covered it very well. If there are any questions you'd like for me to answer, I would certainly be glad to do that, but I think she covered the pertinent points on that.
Yep, I think so too. All right, with that, I'll look for a motion for adjournment.
This is Susan. I'll make a motion for adjourn.
This is Kim. I'll second the motion.
And take a vote.
Susan, aye.
Kim, aye.
Rob and I, motion passed. We are adjourned at 6:14.